by the hand.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son. The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the second chapter of the Holy Gospel according to Luke. The shepherds went in haste to Bethlehem and found Mary and Joseph and the infant lying in the manger. When they saw this, they made known the message that had been told them about this child. All who heard it were amazed by what had been told them by the shepherds. And Mary kept all these things, reflecting on them in her heart. Then the shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all they had heard and seen, just as it had been told to them. When 8 days were completed for his circumcision, he was named Jesus, the name given him by the angel before he was conceived in the womb. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Until April of 2015, there is a special showcase at the National Museum of Women in the Arts in Washington, D.C. What has been gathered is artists' representation of the Blessed Mother of God down through the ages, both from private, public, and museums from around the world. Represented are the likes of Michelangelo, Fra Filippo Lippi, Lorenzo di Credi, and Rembrandt. Of all things, it's at the Museum of Women in the Arts in Washington, D.C. So many representations of Mary to inspire, to contemplate, and to pray. So many are on display that they had to set up 6 rooms, and each room is designated with a title, which describes a little bit about how it is we see Mary in the Catholic and Orthodox churches. 6 rooms with the following display titles: Mary, the Life of Believers; Mary as Idea; A Singular Life; Mother of the Crucified; Woman and Mother; and Madonna and Child. They must not have been aware that we have a special tapestry here at St. Henry, and we weren't called. But this is an ancient tapestry that goes back in a family for a few generations. And so we set it up as our representation of the Madonna with Child. For today we celebrate Theotokos, God-bearer. We make no bones about it. We make no apologies for it. We say she is the Mother of God. Most of our Christian friends might say, oh, she was the mother of Jesus, but not of God. And of course, that would be the heresy that would hang around even today, which splits the two natures of Jesus, the divine and the human. Mary was mother of Jesus, the God-man. We celebrate Mary because she points to her son. Her whole life was that, just like any mother doesn't see taking care of a child as an obligation. It's a loving act. They say that whenever a child is born, a mother is born. And that was especially true of the Blessed Mother. Mary becomes our model of how we are to respond to the love of God, especially by following her direction, and she constantly points to her Son, Jesus the Christ. So maybe as we are in the octave of Christmas, we might change our concept of Merry Christmas, M-E-R-R-Y, and call it M-A-R-Y, the Merry Christmas. For without her, we wouldn't have this child that grew up to be our reconciliation, to be priest, prophet, and king. She continues to touch our lives, as she did to the Aztec population of Mexico in 1517. She was there to take care of the little ones. And soon after her appearance and reaching out to the Aztec population, there were literally millions and millions of converts in the next several years. She was present with her people in persecution in Vietnam in 1792 when she appeared as the Lady of Lavang, giving solace and healing to persecuted Catholics. She was there in La Salette, France in 1846, in Paris, to give the miraculous medal to St. Catherine. She was there in Lourdes in the Pyrenees, and also in France, in Lourdes. She was present there in Knock, Ireland in 1879. There are many other apparitions of Mary, all resulting from her love for us and in calling us to a deeper love of her Son. For that is what a mother does, and she is indeed our mother too. She leads her children to love God. On this solemnity of Mary, the Mother of God, we are reminded that Mary is our mother too. We ask her as her children to continue to nurture us, to direct us, to teach us, and to always love us. Mary is indeed our mother. She leads her children to the love of God.